Yo, what up, it's Don.
Samuel here.
We, of course, are the Soul Brothers with a very important video.
Very exciting time.
Oh my god. This is the Harden Volume 2.
So,
Is
is this the same box?
it looks similar.
I think the first one was white. I don't remember. I don't keep my boxes.
I know.
Yeah.
But,
Is this your basic ass?
yeah,
Harden
basic
box,
box, nothing too crazy.
Says,
It's chill.
what does it say on the thingy-majigger? Harden Volume 2. Very nice.
Yeah. And then obviously you pop it open. Boom, there they are.
I don't understand unboxings though. It's
I
just
know.
It's,
It's
right?
a box.
It's a
Unless
box,
it's like a
yeah.
crazy box.
But it's just a box,
Yeah.
right? So Donnie Boy got this from Adidas.
Yep.
But
There was an early release in LA,
yes.
so I was able to cop.
And then you have you get the 747 tickets.
Yep.
But Connor Livingston is sending over 2 pairs also. So shout out to Connor Livingston,
Nice.
the GOAT. So I don't have a pair yet. This is Donnie Boy's pair, and this is the first, not the first time, but it's been a while since you got a shoe for him.
Yeah, yeah. And
But
I've played in these quite a bit last night already, so
really,
I have somewhat
they
of a
feel
gauge. But this is not a performance review yet.
first impressions.
First impressions,
But this
but-
feels freaking heavy. as
Yeah, dude,
shit,
it does feel heavy.
I mean, dude, like I can work out and
Yeah,
do bench press now, but all right. So let's go over the tech specs of this shoe, starting off with the Tracciones.
yeah.
What were we calling this?
This is the web of lies.
Web of Flies.
Yeah,
It's like a dimpled pattern.
yeah.
Kind of. There's really no form to it.
No, it's pretty
just-
chaotic, but it's somewhat similar to the one. Like somewhat, it's like a weird pattern, you know.
So
So-
how is that Tracciones so far? Really?
Sucks.
Ah.
But you know, I'm hoping conditions were bad. You know, sometimes it's dry out, even though it wasn't really too dry.
Or maybe
And
it's
maybe we got to break them in, and maybe it's the
Yeah.
colorway.
or maybe the yeah.
You know, I don't know, but it definitely was not great. I mean, even right out of the box. I mean, I'm saying with a clean wipe, you know, it's just not like a crazy bite,
Really?
and it's not like really too squeaky, which is
Not too
doesn't mean
squeaky?
everything.
I like a squeak though.
There's
I like a
there's no
nice
squeak.
Really?
You're not squeaking.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, Harden, bruh. I mean, the volume 1 was insane. Besides,
Yeah.
like the solid white rubber outsole, but I guess maybe we'll wait for translucent.
Yeah,
haven't seen one, though.
You know, yeah, this is that white, almost white, you know, and we've had issues with that in the Harden
Yeah,
one, you know.
exactly.
So hopefully it's that, and maybe if it just needs to break in, we've got to really put these to the test to find out, you know, if the traction's good or not. So because we've had traction be suck in the very beginning, and it gets better.
Kobe 11.
Yeah, Kobe
of
11.
course. But dude, I don't understand the design of this though.
I
Because like
know.
in herringbone and stuff, if you make it thin and like for example in the Kyrie 2s, it's really thin. So like when you move when you do a movement, the actual rubber kind of like moves with you.
Yeah,
and
it's
like
like-
kind of moves. Stops the shoe from moving.
Yeah.
But this is just a flat pattern with basically like
Yeah, like
holes.
it's not sharp. Like the
Yeah.
lines aren't sharp.
it doesn't make sense.
Which I usually find is better when it has, not always if it's a bad rubber or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is just like dull. But so was the volume 1.
Yeah, I guess it's
But
just
it was
all
good.
rubber compound for the ones,
Yeah.
right? So hopefully in different colorways or maybe in the translucent. I haven't seen the translucent colorway of the 2s yet, but hopefully it does get better. But or hopefully this just gets better when we break it in. But
Yeah.
traction at
I mean,
first.
it wasn't horrible
Oh,
so far, right? I
Just
mean,
not-
I was. It's just not like,
amazing.
yeah.
Okay.
I have high expectations for the shoe.
Of course.
So
So there's that. Now moving on to the boosty boost. It's looks thick as hell, but we already did the dismantling, and the boost does come up a little bit, actually a good amount in
Yeah.
kg. So you're not really sitting on top of this boost. Your foot's actually sitting on a little bit lower underneath this kind of like side wall of boost. And how's it feel?
feels nice, really nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with this weird ass
Yeah.
like thingy in the back.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely unnecessary and adds a little bit of bulk and clunk to the
Yes.
heel.
Yeah, very clunky.
But
yeah.
you sink in,
Oh, you
that
sink
hits
in?
and you kind of sink into the heel a little bit. You still feel the boost. It's
Really?
nice. And heel to toe transition wasn't like horrible. I mean, so far it feel like we're doing a performance review, but it was nice. I liked it.
Really?
And the other thing is like, you feel it looks like it's gonna be really super high up, but you're pretty low to the ground actually in the forefoot, especially.
Yeah.
But the boost is nice. I can feel it a touch in the forefoot. Nothing crazy, but I do feel it in the heel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the boost compression in the heel when it's too much, especially like in D-Rose 6.
Yeah.
But I did like the little bit of a compression in the Harden Volume 1s, or maybe in the Crazy Explosive. But they just totally caged it here. But I don't know. I haven't felt it yet. But overall, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Real
pretty
nice.
nice. Okay. And all right, moving on to the materials.
Yep.
So they mixed it up a little bit. They use what we call a forage fiber, but it's basically a mesh with stitching.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel super premium. I mean,
no.
it feels a little cheap, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels a little cheap.
In hand?
Looks, well, it doesn't look too cheap. It looks kind of like, but yeah, it feels a little cheap in hand.
Yeah,
but it's a super strong, sturdy material.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
super strong.
Because of the stitching.
Yeah, see, that stitching is kind of what we were talking about.
Oh,
Just adding stitching in like places where you're putting a lot of force.
That's smart.
That is smart. So,
and you have the Adidas logo kind of like with
Yeah.
synthetic materials right here. So that's only in the forefoot. It is a two-piece upper where the forage fiber is different from the actual mesh or the tongue. The tongue is also another layer underneath that, and it's like a neoprene. It's really stretchy, and then there's a lot of padding in the tongue.
yeah, there
It
is.
feels actually really nice.
Yeah, it does feel nice.
Oh, this feels like a gel, dude.
Yeah.
Right? Like kind of
Yeah,
like
it
where
does
the tongue
like
is.
like a memory foam
Yeah.
almost gel. And then something that's interesting I didn't notice, this goes like all the way under, like the volume 1s kind of did.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
yeah,
So you
this
could
is kind
hide
of like
you could hide your drugs in here.
Exactly.
Whatever you want.
Don't do that, drop.
Don't do that.
But yeah, and then there is the customized lacing system. So if you want it super tight, you can go all the way down. That probably will help if you want a little bit better of a midfoot lockdown. But overall, how are the materials?
They're nice.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they would feel nice on foot, right?
Yeah, they're nice and like it's just stupid supportive.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Almost maybe a little too much.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. 'Cause that's gonna add to the weight, which
yeah,
we'll weigh in a second.
Yeah, and then the freaking rubber and shit.
But yeah, you're gonna want to go down. You want to go to your Adidas size, which is down half a size. I go a full size down in my Hardens because I have a very narrow foot. These are pretty narrow.
Oh really?
Like stupid narrow.
Really?
Yeah. So I went down in it's more narrow than the ones to me. So if you have a wide foot, be wary. But they do run long.
So Harden's foot width changed in a year.
Yeah.
How does that work? I mean, the Harden one was pretty wide in the forefoot.
Yeah.
And then they just thin it up in the twos. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's mainly the midfoot. It really squeezing my foot.
Really?
I mean, keep in mind I'm going a full size down, but the length is right. You know what I mean? They run long.
So maybe
and narrow.
You should put all the laces on the top.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
something.
I don't even really. I fully loosened all the laces and it was still squeezing my foot.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's that.
And then I like how wide it is though.
Yeah, it's pretty wide.
Yeah, in the Fast Pass thing, we saw that it was actually like pretty significantly wider than the volume ones, as in like the forefoot and the heel. And then this cage thing is like a rubber material, kind of rubberized material. The cage, and that's actually really wide if you look at it from the top angle, like this. So it looks like to be like a really stable shoe, right? So there's that. Moving on to weight, I guess. 21.13.
Yeah, 21.13
ounces.
And I'm just curious.
We have his Harden Volume 1 Xenos.
I got my Volume 1 Xenos. This is the same as size 13.
Yes. 17.
Wow.
4 ounces. Was that 4 ounces? 21 versus 17 ounces. 4 ounces lighter.
Yeah, I could tell immediately that it was heavier too.
And are they a little bit bulkier too?
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, in the heel and stuff.
Yeah.
Just man. So
but the fit is like so tight that I don't really notice it, as much. But yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
At all. But
so moving on to aesthetics. They're growing on me, kind of.
Yeah.
In hand, I don't know. They don't look as good to me for some reason.
Yeah, like everything, I'm not really too mad at. I don't think it's the best colorway, but I'm not mad at anything else except for the heel.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It's just like, you know, and it adds so much weight.
Yeah.
And it seems kind of unnecessary. I mean, this material in the back is like a synthetic leather, right?
Yeah.
And that's gonna cage your heel a good amount.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And there's like a heel counter within that.
Yeah, there is a heel counter.
There's also a heel counter aside from this, which could act as partially a heel counter. And then there's this. It's just a lot.
Adidas, listen to us.
A lot going on.
Please make less bulky, lighter shoes.
Yeah.
Like Nike.
Yeah.
This is and Under Armour with the Curry 4.
Yeah.
Adidas just makes crazy heavy shoes, man.
Yeah.
Even the crazy light was not crazy light. You know what I'm saying? And the price is $140.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same price as last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same price.
Yeah.
That's good. They didn't increase the price. They changed up the design a lot.
Yeah.
I don't understand the design here though. Like, wouldn't you want the boost to be caged here on the lateral side of the heel instead of here? Right? Because you're not gonna be like, this is not thick enough for it to compress as much if you want.
Yeah.
Anyways, but
overall first impressions, I mean, not blown away.
really,
Yeah, we have high expectations, and you know, the weight is kind of troubling.
these are freaking bulky.
The
and
traction's troubling.
heavy. Yeah.
The bulk is troubling.
So overall, this shoe is just troubling.
Yeah, a
First
little bit.
impressions?
Yeah, it's, you know, not blown away.
Yeah.
Not blown away. But you know, a lot of that can change. Hopefully, it'll grow on us. It'll break in nicely, and performance will be great. I mean, I was balling in them, and while I was playing, I wasn't like, I don't want to ball in this.
Oh really?
Yeah, I liked balling in it, but it just
wasn't amazing.
we're coming from a Volume 1, which is one of the, you know, one of the best shoes of the year for sure.
Yes.
So we got high expectations. So that's it. We'll let you know in the performance review if you should cop these. We're the Soul Brothers. Catch you in the next one later.
Peace.